Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm here to help you install your windshield today. This is the 028 mount kit. It's used to mount the SS20 Stealth and the SS28 Sport Shield. This is the 028 mount kit. It includes 2 upper rods, 2 handlebar clamps that adjust to 7/8 inch and 1 inch handlebars, 4 A8 barrels, 2 Allen wrenches, 2 lower rods, 2 fork tube mount kits, and 2 T-knobs. To start with, we're going to put the windshield barrels on the front of the SS20 Stealth Shield. We'll do that by putting the screws through the front of the windshield through the grommet, protruding out the back. Then you will screw on the barrel. You do that on all 4 grommets. Once they're all in place, you'll take the longer of the 2 rods, you'll use the shorter end and you'll put it up through the upper barrel, and you'll just tighten it in place with the set screw and the Allen wrench. Now that this is done, we're going to want to move over to the bike. But before we put the shield on, you're going to have to put the handlebar clamps on the handlebars. Once we see approximately where the handlebar clamps need to be placed, then we will go get the handlebar clamps, disassemble them, and then reassemble them on the bars. There's no exact placement for the clamp. We designed the clamp so it can be done at quite a few different angles. It can be twisted, barrels can be turned, can be slid up, down. It all depends on what type of handlebar and kind of motorcycle you have. So there's full adjustability on the clamp. The way it's mounted now is barrel set up behind. It can also be set up and flipped around so the barrel's on the front of the bike. All the tools to mount the shield come included with the kit. However, a wrench or a pliers might be helpful, especially for the final tightening process. The next step is to put on the lower mount clamp. We start off by disassembling the clamp by unscrewing the barrel on the part. Once that's done, remove the screw, remove the rubber bushing, take the clamp apart. Now this clamp has 4 different notch adjustments to adjust to different diameter fork tubes. We won't know which one you're going to be using until we put it on the bike. Bend out your clamp to spread it out so it'll go around your fork tube. Now that we've got it spread, you'll put the rubber gasket around the fork tube. One simple tip to help with the ease of installation on the lower clamp is to get some electrician's tape and put it around the rubber gasket to hold it in place while placing the clamp. Then we will put the female clamp half, which has the 4 adjustable slots in it, around first. Then we will take the male clamp, slide it underneath the female clamp, and lock it into whichever slot works best for our fork tube. Depending on the diameter of your fork tube, you might need a screwdriver or something just to realign the holes. So push it through the back side and just give it a little tweak till everything lines up right. At that point, then you can take your screw, put it through the back, and screw the barrel on the front. Do not over tighten at this point. We're going to need to do quite a bit of adjustment. Once that's in place, you'll do the other side, and then we're ready to mount the windshield. Line up the rods with the handlebar barrels. And remember, the barrels should be loosened enough that you can make adjustments right on the handlebars. Set it in place and tighten the T-knob on the handlebar. Once you get to this point, you can move your rods so they look symmetrical from left to right. And then it's time to mount the lower mount rods. When the lower clamp's in place, the clamp can be moved in just about any direction. There's no right or wrong for the clamp. It's all dependent on the motorcycle. So in this situation, when we're going to be putting our lower mount rod, we're going to turn the clamp to the inside so that the barrel is pointing to the center of the bike. And by lifting the shield up, we can slide the lower rod in and then into the clamp barrel. At this point, we'll do it on the other side. Once everything's in place, you can tighten everything up. Once everything's tightened up, I would check it after about 100 miles or your first tank of gas, just to make sure things haven't loosened from vibration. If they have, retighten them, should be okay. Enjoy the ride. Hi, after your shield's all on, you're out riding, get a few bugs on it, you can clean it all up with the Slipstreamer motorcycle windshield cleaner polish. And remember, it's just as important on what you wipe it off with. Only use 100% cotton cloth or a microfiber towel. I tell you what we use here in the shop, baby diapers. Nothing works better.